We're sticking around in the Am I the Asshole subreddit with a post by 692MPLMN. These usernames. Am I the asshole for refusing to help my stepsister with her house purchase and telling her and my stepfather that it's because of how they treated me as a child? I'm 29 female. When I was about 10, my mom married my stepfather. I have an older brother, Luke, who was 15. My stepfather had Amy and Ada, who were 12 and 11. We didn't come from a privileged background. My mom was a minimum wage worker and my dad was absent. A stepfather had a very good income. Their deal was that they wouldn't combine finances and they would each contribute equally to the household and then each takes care of their children with their spare money. What? So my mom never, these people are definitely from Europe. My mom. So my mom never had anything for us. I don't know how to do the accent. And my stepfather was spending big on his kids. This included holidays, which Luke and I were excluded from. Stepfather would pay for mom, but not us. Luke and I also shared a room, even though Amy and Ada had their own rooms, and we had a guest room. Because stepfather insisted that he was paying more towards the house, so mom's share would only get her one room for the kids. Luke and I were constantly teased for this situation by the three of them as we grew up. Who teases kids? My mom always said that we should be thankful because if it wasn't for our stepfather, we would not be living in a nice home and in a good neighborhood. Anyway, Luke and I became determined to be able to take care of ourselves so that we wouldn't need to take nonsense from anyone. We both have done quite well with our careers and finances, and we are in a very good place. Since turning 18 and moving out, my relationship with the three of them has been very limited. I wouldn't call us friends, but we can exist peacefully if we are in the same place. I visited my mom recently, and my stepfather mentioned that Amy wants to buy a house now that she's pregnant. He asked me if I'm able to help out a little with the deposits. The house is 500,000 euros, and she needs a $150,000 euro deposit. She has 100,000 euros so far, 25,000 euros of her own, 25,000 euros from her mom, and 50,000 euros from her stepfather. He was asking if Luke and I can help cover the extra 50,000 euros, and he said he would pay us back as a part of our inheritance eventually. I said no. He insisted that Luke and I both own our houses outright, and with our incomes, we should be able to help. I said whether I can or not is irrelevant. My answer is no. He reminded me that Luke and I each gave 10,000 euros to our cousin for buying a house as a gift. Amy is my sister, and he's offering to pay us back. I said that was our choice then. This is my choice now. He insists that we should be willing to help our family out if we're able to. I replied back, like how you helped me and Luke out when we were kids? Everyone just went quiet when I said this. After a while, he said if we went back in time, he'd have done things differently, treated all four of us equally. I said that's good of you, but doesn't make you entitled to my money now. He said he knows he's not entitled. That's why he's asking and promising to pay it back. I said the answer is still no. Not entitled to a loan either. My mom later told me I could have turned him down without being an asshole or bringing up childhood, which he already feels guilty about. Am I the asshole? Ladies, you need to pick better. 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 Because why? Matter of fact, hold on. Quick math. 500,000 euros during the time period when the story was out. 600,000 for the Americans listening to me in Virginia and Cali. Hello. $600,000 for a crib. $600,000 for a crib. $180,000 for the deposit. Oh my Lord. You turn that 500 to 600 for the USD. If the money was today, if it was today, it'd be 660,000 for a crib. It's just her. It doesn't mention her partner at all and her baby. What $600,000 crib? Where we over in Europe in the expensive ass, fucked up ass economies? 2 bath, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. In those well off to do, everybody's doing well and fine and hot and dandy and the economy's good. 4 bedroom, 2 bath house. 4 bed, 2 bath. Oh my Lord. And matter of fact, hold on. Even more math. Even more math. This is the older sister. This is the older stepsister. Because she's technically the baby out of everybody. Luke is the oldest at 15. Amy is 12. Ada is 11. And OP is 10. That means Amy's 31 now and OP is 29. Why are you coming me to the younger sister asking for a deposit? Ask your other blood sister. What is this? You treated me like shit growing up. I was the youngest. That means I left last. That means you bullied me the entire time. You treated me as less than. Again, women, stop picking poorly. Stop picking poorly. I know you may be in a precarious situation where you think you may be able to get yourself out of it by getting with a partner who is well off to do or whatever the fuck. But if he's going to treat your kids like shit, what are you doing? Your kids are going to end up hating you. And you ain't got nobody to blame but your fucking self. What is this? No. Oh my God. This upsets me. This upsets me so much. And OP replied a lot. Ooh. OP replied a hell of a lot. Let's go ahead and blow through these comments. Top comment by alarming_work 4005. Absolutely not the asshole. And I think you did turned him down without bringing up your childhood. Turned? Why did you add the ED? Alarming woke? Why did you do that? But he kept pressuring you, so it's totally understandable that you told the truth. 42,000 upvotes. OP replies, exactly. I only brought up our childhood after he tried to guilt me about how we're family and should help each other. Initially, it was just a simple rejection. Bruh, you treat... That whole guest room thing is bullshit. It's bullshit. You're not coming to spend the night in my crib. Get a fucking hotel. Get up or stay at home. Stay at home. What the fuck? There are enough rooms for all the kids, but you force the oldest and the youngest to have a room together. That's just wrong. What the fuck, man? Her stepdad is a piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Her mom ain't shit either. I'm talking about you. I could have turned him down without being an asshole. You riding dick too hard. You just don't want to fuck up your money. You just don't want to fuck up your money. Matter of fact, I don't know what the laws are like over whatever country this may be in Europe, but you've been with him for 19 years now. 19 years. Divorce that motherfucker and get a settlement. From Baccarat. I don't know. He asked, they asked, has he ever acknowledged / apologized for the past? Then OP replies, yes, acknowledged, but only when it was too late and both me and Luke were independent and didn't need or want anything from him. So he never tried to make up for it in any way. Tough. You couldn't lace me up with some gear, with some furniture, some china. I don't know. I got my own crib. Buy me a toaster. Give me a matching toaster, microwave, oven set with the fridge to go with it. And if I already got all the amenities in the crib, buy me a new fucking washer and dryer. I want a brand new one. I want one so newfangled, just it's just a headache to even press all the buttons. Fabric softener needed. Like, bruh. Oh shit, I'm delirious. Careless Image 88.5 replies to OP. Sorry to say, but your mother is a big asshole. She allowed her husband and his children to abuse you. She went on vacations and left her children home. She has no remorse. She called you the asshole. As for stepfather and his children, don't waste your spit on them. Oof, they aren't worth anything. They're only sorry now because they want you and what you can provide. Plus, I would have laughed in his face when he told me it would be paid by an inheritance. He must be pretty dense if he thinks you believe that lie. Not the asshole. So glad you and your brother are doing well. Remember that you are not responsible for these people when they get too old to care for themselves. Yes, yes. Remember, people, you need strong core muscles, pelvic floor muscles, hip muscles, them hip flexors, and lower back muscles when you are going from your 40s into your 50s, 50s into your 60s, and 60s into your 70s. And if you're young, yell at your parents. Yell at your parents. I don't care if they're like, respect, respect, respect. Yell at your fucking parents. My parents are old, and I yell at them about exercising. My parents are old. Hi, Mom. I know you're going to watch this. I love you. Work out. Love you, Mom. I'm devious. Let's read some more comments. OP dropped hella comments. Let me see if I can find the good ones, because I didn't read them all in advance, because I got into my pants. If you don't watch the show, you don't know that song. I don't know the song either. How many days are in summer vacation?
There's 104 days.
And then school comes along just to end it? Let me stop. Wait, is that the show? Yeah, that is the show. Phineas and Ferb, yeah. From Maroon Grad, they comment, not the asshole. He needs to know how badly he screwed up. And he didn't do anything to try and make up for it either. Did he? Nope. Not until he wanted your money for his kid that bullied you. Nope. Not a cent unless you get a loan notarized for a freaking ridiculous amount of interest. And 2,500, 2,500% interest every day, every month, every week. Try weekly. Yeah, try weekly. Not TRY, TRI dash weekly. Yeah. OP replies, no, he didn't do anything to make up for it. He has only mentioned a few times that he wished he had done things differently. And only after Luke and I had become completely independent and successful. So only when he knew we wouldn't need anything or want anything from him. See, that's bullshit right there. That's bullshit right there. Oh, I don't. That just pisses me off. And we got Marley1756 checking in. If I may ask you, how is Luke doing? I think the cruelest behavior of this man was making a teenage boy share a room with his kid sister. Stepfather sounds deranged. Yeah, he would have been 18, and his kid sister would have just been turning 13. Ugh. The teenage years. Oh, man. And then the flip as well, right? We're getting somebody whose hormones are balancing out from 15 to 18, living with a little girl whose hormones are just kicking in from 10 to 13. That dynamic, man. And you gotta share a room? OP replies he's doing great. He did struggle a little in his early 20s, but recovered very well and is now perfect. But yeah, y'all owning cribs. Y'all doing better than me. I'm trying to own some property. Hey, somebody give me a loan for like negative 10% interest a month so y'all continue to pay me until I'm done paying my loan. Let me stop. Man. OP's commenting, I'm not about to get nobody any loans. We got Alana Advice commenting, not the asshole, but your mom.
My mom!
Wow. I could never stay married to someone who treated my kids with such disparity and teased you about it on top of it. It sounds like your mom was invited to things and your stepfather did pay for her. Now, how did that work? Did your mom actually take him up on it and do things without you? Because if so, you're a saint for being in contact with your mom at all. And OP replies, yes, she did take him up on those offers. They dropped me and Luke off at our grandmother's and went on holidays. Happened multiple times every year. Your mom ain't shit. Your mom ain't shit, man. This just like leans credibility to them weak ass red pill motherfuckers. I hate even like reading stories where women are just doing shit where it's just like a clippable moment. Ugh. Obviously, her parents didn't raise her well. Right? I'm always blaming the parents. Jolly Indicator 6357 replies to OP saying, wow, I'm so sorry to hear this. Not the asshole, but your mom. Your mom. Stepdad and siblings sure are. And OP replies, Amy and Ada. What are these names? Were these even made up? Are these real? Amy and Ada were kids. Honestly, I wouldn't even put that much blame on them. Obviously, with how things turned out, we're not family and I don't know them well, but they're probably decent people overall. You're nice. But was she in the background whispering in your stepdad's ear like, hey, what about my step siblings? Can't they slide me some cash and Ada some cash? Right? They own their own cribs. Obviously, they don't have rent to worry about. They should be able to slide me some money. Ooh, that just pisses me off. I'm honestly. Ah. Ooh, I'm annoyed. Ooh, I'm so annoyed. As a matter of fact, here's the comment right here. His daughter isn't at that much of a disadvantage. She's doing fine and has been given 75,000 euros. Nobody gave me 75,000 when I bought my house. And that's OP right there. That's OP right there. And OP doesn't even want his money. OP does not want her stepdad's money. She's over this relationship. She is thoroughly over it. I'm so curious what her relationship is like with her family, though. Like her mom's family and her dad's family. All the extended family members. I wonder what that's like. And here's the one thing. Right? If I want to expand and push my thoughts out rather than just calling her mom a piece of shit, I'm curious. And not even curious. I'm just spitballing. I'm expanding my thoughts as I think them. I say the words as I think them. Words. But let me be for real. So if we have a single mother, an absent father, two kids, obviously there wasn't any birth control involved. I'm not sure how old the mom is. She picked wrong, got with a guy who was not even thinking about taking care of his own children, his own seed, right? He was just trying to lay seed, not nurture it, not water it, not tend to it, not watch the flowers in the flute bloom, right? He was just there to lay it and he moved on. So it just makes me think about what her childhood may have been like growing up, what environment that she had, what was her education like, her environment for her to be raised in mentally, right? Whatever sexual education she had, whatever relationships may have been around her growing up for her to model after, because she picked poorly, right? And that's a failure on her, but also her surrounding environment failed her as well because she grew up to pick poorly has a shitty moral system and treated her own kids poorly for the sake of dick. I don't like